Well, a lot of people have their grudges and problems with the church. I'm not excluded from that club, as you could probably tell. But I like to see it as an opportunity. As there are plenty of people who don't necessarily follow the church, but they need items, of course, and some items are harder to come by, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, the church has been taking diamonds and all that sort away from all the other shops.
Oh,
Can you supply that stuff?
I am aware that they've been after diamonds and diamond dust. My contacts have been keeping me informed. I do have some. What are you looking for particularly? Are you looking... how much are you looking at?
How much do you have? Because there are a lot of people that need saving.
He goes up to one of the tables. Loaded. He goes up to one of the tables and he mutters some words and does a small circle. And you watch as a box shows up. And he opens up the box. Well, let's see here. I have a couple of diamonds. 2 smaller diamonds and a larger diamond, as he shows you what would appear to be 2 300 gold diamonds and a 500 gold diamond. And I do happen to have a decent pouch of diamond dust, which appears to be about 600 gold's worth of diamond dust.
All right.
But, of course, I can always get more. It doesn't take too long for me to get it. It's just,
Well...
What is the urgency?
Well, if you haven't seen the report, they're killing everyone who doesn't worship Tyr specifically.
Oh,
So
well,
that's one of the urgents.
well, yeah, I have no obviously, I'm a follower of Tyr.
Obviously.
Aren't we all? Because he kind of winks as he chuckles.
In fact, I am actually verified to marry people under Tyr's name, of course.
Oh.
You watch it.
Believe you.
He watches. He pulls out. You watch as he.
Insane. I wonder why no one has done it.
You watch as he pulls up a wallet and he opens it up and you see you ever see the comical the list of various different licenses somebody has in their wallet? Yeah, he has that, and you see there's about 16 different cards that he has in this.
Look at them to see how many are fake.
Roll me an investigation check.
All of them.
Investigation. God damn it! That's
Including the shopkeepers.
How much?
10.
10. Most of them look legit and real. One of them looks a little suspicious. It says that he has the rights to do funeral rites. That looks a bit. That one looks a bit fishy.
I'm just gonna assume all of them are fake and not do an investigation check.
Just assume.
Either way, I only rolled a 5, so
Yeah. Wow, you have a plus 5 to investigation. Good on you, dude.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
good.
I was raised during the church. I have never seen you. I don't think I've ever seen you before.
Well, I have the ability to marry people under the god of Tyr, but I can only do that. I can only do that in Caterun. I mean, come on.
Let me guess. You can only do it on the night of a blue moon, whenever the stars are aligned perfectly.
No. That's the only time I can baptize children. Listen, I can marry anybody, but marry anybody under the name of Tyr, but only on the continent of Caterun. I can't do it here.
Very nice.
Well,
Have you ever been to Caterun?
Yes, I was actually born in Idrish. Nice try.
Insight check.
I bet Idris is even real, and I've never even been.
I want to check.
About to say, you can go ahead and roll me a history check.
Wait, you were born in Idrish?
Yes.
So was I.
I just rolled an insight.
Yep.
I thought I told you. 23.
23. He's being honest.
alright.
I was also
Blue's
born in
just gonna-
Idrish.
Somebody? I don't know.
That's a lie. Blue's gonna pull out his
Born.
flask from Idrish.
I like how fervent we are that this guy's lying.
Well, I mean, he is
I-
part of the Thieves
I-
Guild, so.
He's part of the Razors.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
part.
razors.
He's part of
Why
the.
would they think
He's a
he's
part of the
Thieves Guild?
mafia, not a part of the
Yeah.
Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
So far, we have only found one thing that's like mildly suspicious.
Which by the way, Blue, no rule necessary to know that Idris is a real country. You actually know someone who's from there.
He just pulled out his flask from Idris.
Yep. Raphael the Unbreakable is from Idris,
Oh, yeah.
one of the three of the tribunal.
Yeah. Blue's just gonna pull out that flask. So, how much would this cost?
Oh, the flask?
No.
Oh, you're
The
talking about. Apologies. I'm getting lost in all of me. But let's talk more about me. Talking about the diamonds. You are friends with Miss Whitefeather, so you know. I would say if you want to purchase the diamonds, with the discount because you're with her, I'd be willing to sell you all of them for 1,000 gold pieces. And the diamond dust I'd be willing to sell for about 400, but it would be 600 worth. I'm selling at a loss, but you can tell that bitch I don't owe her anything.
I will make sure to use those exact words.
Thank you. I would hope you would.
I think she might kill you if you use those exact words.
Oh, honey, sweetie, darling, I don't think you know how the razors work. We all want to kill each other. That's the point.
True.
Fair enough.
I do know how they work. Or,
There's.
anywho, so 1,400 for all of it.
That would be correct. And if you are looking to get more diamonds or diamond dust, I can get my hands on it, but I have to reach out to my contacts, and which is a bit difficult right now, but doable.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Doesn't help that we're about to hit the strongest of the winter months, and you know how it is up in northern Atharia. We do get more storms, so it'll be a bit rough, but I can get more diamonds in a couple of days. But it's gonna take those couple days to get them.
Northern Atharia. Funny.
Listen, I'll just give you the 1,700, and you won't be getting those diamonds anytime soon, since nobody's getting in or out of the city at the moment.
Oh, you sweet.
Unless you're
You sweet summer child. I can get out of the city anytime.
I mean, so can I. I got out early this morning, but they don't need to know that.
This is true. No. You see, I have a back door in and out of the city as much as I want.
Interesting.
It's a bit precarious though. I don't like using it too much.
If you use it too much, they'll end up finding it out.
Exactly. So I don't do it too often, but it is where I get a lot of my items from. But either way, if you, I simply could not take the 17 from you. I will gladly take the 17 from you. I mean, I simply couldn't. Mr. Whitefeather would be so upset. I will absolutely take it from that bitch. But I mean,
No.
but she.
I know you're a businessman. I'm not trying to steal for you. Just take the 1,700.
I'm trying to steal from him. Fuck that.
What is your name?
My name's Blue.
Blue, you are my favorite from now on, just so you know.
Hey! I am right
He's
here.
everyone's favorite.
Yes, it's the Furbolg who claims he's from the jungle. Nice try.
Okay, to be fair, I thought you were lying about that being the place.
It is a real place. It has been a long time since I've been there, though. They don't really. I'm not really welcome there very often, but I do like to go back and see my family. Oh, well, not my bitch mother, but my father's a nice person, and I have a really nice cousin.
I really like this guy.
I'm the exact opposite.
Come on, your mother's not that bad.
Hey, I said I'm the opposite. He his mother. I hated my father.
The sad part is
Or
when,
he hates his mother. I hated my father. Anyways.
the sad part when I created this character, I just wrote car salesman.
I should have
Anyway.
seen that.
So all car salesmen hate their mothers, according to Winter.
I mean,
Well,
possibly. You know, I don't know that many car salesmen.
Can confirm. I know
It
many
does sound
salesmen.
stereotypical
All
of
of
car
them hate their
salesmen.
mom.
It's like that episode of Fresh Prince when Will became a car salesman.
Anywho, potions. Do you have any sort of potions that would increase your vigor, so you'd be able to take more hits or surpass certain requirements for spells?
Unfortunately, I don't carry any potions like that. You'd want to go talk to, what's his name? Garden, Garsadol.
Yeah,
You know,
he was out.
the potion seller. You talk to him.
Potions. he was out too.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Oh,
my
that's fine.
potions are for a more particular thing. And he puts his
the
arm.
bathroom.
He puts his arm around your shoulder. Seriously, if you're looking to keep it up for a couple hours, I do have a potion for that.
No.
Not that
Blue,
kind
Blue,
of
just say
thing.
I'm not the one that needs to keep it up. Perfect response.
Hey,
I assume he's.
Usually goes for a couple of
I-
hours.
I assume he's a
You-
virgin.
Actually, I think he is. Actually, no, he's a child, so yes, he is. Hopefully.
It would make sense he wouldn't know. Oh, either way, I mean, is there anything else I can help you with? I mean, I do sell weapons and armor and trinkets.
How much would one of those potions be?
What are those potions? Well, I'll cut you a deal. Normally I would charge people 5 gold. I'll charge you 50 silver.
I'll just give you the 5 gold.
Oh well,
Same.
I appreciate the patronage. Thank you so much for paying the full price. And you watch as he hands you a
Actually,
potion
you
that
know
he hands you a potion that looks like a deep purple.
I could have given you a step further and give you 500 copper, but, you know.
I like your style. You got moxie, kid.
Wow. What if you cut up a platinum piece a few times?
I mean, technically it would still count.
Just cut it in half.
But
So cut in half again. And cut in half again.
I mean, you know, I do sell other things. Would you like drugs? I do sell drugs.
Yes.
What?
What kind?
What?
What? That.
Oh, Sonny, the good kind.
Oh,
Well, I do have a.
Hello.
I would like.
Were you looking
I
for
would like
something
to
more?
make-
Were you looking for something more natural or something not natural?
How can I make a cardinal trip balls?
Ooh, I like your moxie. I do like your. I like the cut of your jib. You remind me of a young me, but I'm quite young still, so don't worry about it. Here we go, and he brings you up what appears to be like a silverish powder.
What does it do?
Oh, it's called Peacock. It's a very special drug. It makes you see various colors and essentially makes you blind. But don't worry about that. The after effects are no problem.
How much?
Well, you know, depending on how much you want. If you're looking for a small taste, I'll sell it to you for a gold piece. But if you're looking for a brick or more, you're looking at maybe about 100 gold pieces.
So, how do you make this?
Unfortunately, if I told you, I'd have to kill you. It's a razor secret.
You can try.
I mean, we could always ask others, but
Oh, you don't
I
ask
mean,
her. She's
since
such a.
we didn't really get the discount.
She's kind of a.
can
She's
do
kind
some
of.
other favor.
She's kind of a fuddy-duddy. She doesn't like. She doesn't like the drug game, unfortunately, and you know, there's a lot of money to be made there. You know. But I mean, if you're looking for something a bit more natural, I do have this other item, and he brings out what appears to be grass.
Are we making a drug deal right now?
Yes.
Oh,
We are not.
hey now. It's not a
Just
drug deal
turn
until
around
money
and
is on the
come here.
table.
Fair point.
This is just a showcase.
Exactly. It's so nice to see someone who understands. But he does show you what appears to be this grass-looking substance. It's called wormweed. You put it under your tongue and let it to break down under, and it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside.
Most people just call it sex.
Which, by the way, Henrik, if you want to roll a alchemy check on either of these, go right ahead.
All right, so for the peacock,
Mhm.
23.
Yeah, you know what peacock is. This is a very, very dangerous and highly illegal drug. It's as if it is a psychedelic mixed with crack, essentially. It will
Perfect.
make you see things that you aren't there. It'll make you see colors, and it makes you feel really good. But you end up chasing that dragon so much that your hair falls out, your teeth fall out, and essentially you become as ugly as sin. But I mean, that's
Oh, yikes.
oh yeah,
So
no,
it's literally just crack. Okay.
yeah, essentially.
No.
Do you happen to have any silbush?
And hold on. One more.
Fuck you.
What?
Oh, so for the natural one, that is a 31.
31? Oh, you've heard of wormweed. Like seeing that honestly puts a shiver down your spine. This is a natural drug. There's a vegetation that is called wormweed. It is something that grows that animals typically eat to keep themselves warm in the winter time. But on humans and humanoid creatures, it has a completely separate effect. When you take it, it makes you feel very warm on the inside. It gives the illusion of warmth. But the truth is that it's very, very addictive. So much so that you actually start to lose your mind over it. People, like extreme cases of wormweed will make it so that you actually become the equivalent of brain dead. Like all you care about is getting your next fix of wormweed. You don't even use words anymore. You will even take commands. It's often used in the slave trade, specifically for gladiators to keep them under control.
Perfect.
So
So
it's
how
just
is
like
that?
Golden did warm. Okay.
Yes. So how is that peacock stuff taken?
Well, it's simply for the peacock. You would want to ingest it, but the best way to get it, if you really want to get the fix, you need to inhale it. Especially, highly recommended through your nasal passages.
Yeah,
But-
you gotta snort it, is what he's saying.
But, snorting is such a strong word.
Shut up.
I like
We're using.
I like
If
deep
that's a
breathing.
strong word, then why are you in the drug business, you piece of shit?
Well, aren't you a foul-mouthed individual? Are you? Would you happen to be seeing anyone?
Seeing anyone?
Yes.
That one, right there. He thinks it's weird.
Hi.
Oh, what a shame. I would be down for a nice. I would be down for a nice hate fucking though.
Sorry. This is
Exiting.
Someone's gonna get in this room before I beat the shit out of this person, alright? We need a.
you are.
For one day, he's leaving.
100 gold pieces for
The right way.
You want a brick of the peacock?
yes.
Okay, I will say this above game. If you get caught with that, like in public, you will be arrested like immediately.
That's fine. I'm just gonna completely cover the.
Absolutely.
Into a vault.
So you pay in the 100 gold, and he hands you a brick of peacock.
How much for the warm weed?
For the warm weed, it depends on how much you want. If you're looking for just a small sample, you're looking at probably about 3 gold pieces. If you're looking for, I don't know, enough to hit a horse with, you're probably looking at about 150, 200.
Alright, sure. Here's 100.
All right. 150.
Now, my friend here paid you 300 more than he had to, so knock off the price for 50 gold pieces, alright?
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
17.
18. Ooh, a sassy bitch. All right, fair enough. 100 gold.
I really like him.
That's what I thought.
And the Silbush.
Silbush. I don't follow. What are you looking for?
It's a Tuscodalian herb.
Oh. I don't have any in stock. I could get my hands on some if you want some.
It's better when it's fresh.
That's fair.
Maybe.
That's fair. Often things like that are, but
I was thinking like the Tuscodalian equality of weed.
Oh, I know. I picked the vibe you were.
Okay, I
Don't-
thought so.
But to say, unfortunately, he doesn't have any in stock.
Okay, do you have anything similar?
Well, we do have this thing in Idrish. Let me see if I still have some in my stock. And you watch as he kind of goes into what appears to be another box, and he starts pulling out random things. And eventually he comes across, found it! You see what appears to be a matchbox, what appears to be like, have you guys ever seen like one of those like longer, like long length matchboxes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We have, about to say, it's a very special herb. It's called runal. You smoke it and it gives you psychedelic effects.
Looking for less psychedelic, more feel goody.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me see what I got in my stock. I'm always up for a challenge. Let me take a look and see what I have.
Perhaps a calming effect, or something like that.
Something that won't make
Just get some fucking incense.
Yeah.
Here.
It's actually pretty close to incense, yeah.
Here we go. This might be more up your alley. And you watch as he pulls up what appears to be it appears to be more of a candle.
This is gonna sell you a flavored candle.
No.
Bird candle.
Don't be silly, you sexy bitch. This right here is an Atovorian candle. It's a Avorian candle. If you light it and you breathe it in, it gives a more relaxing effect. Your muscles tend to be more flexible, if you know what I mean.
Perfect.
God.
How much?
You are looking for... look at this. I don't get things from a Tolvor very often. I'll say 30 gold pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna level with you.
Yes.
I'm broke as fuck. I got like 8 gold.
You know, I can pay for you.
Sure.
How do you have 8
Give him-
fucking gold?
I do not remember.
I
I have like
so
8,000 in my pocket.
Yeah,
Where'd it
yeah.
go?
You spent most of your money, Wealth, on that sword.
It is true.
I think at least. The upgrade to the Kubikiri.
Oh
The
yeah,
Dreadnought.
no, it was the Raven or not the Raven Dragonaut, the Bastard Sword of the Dragonaut.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the Dragon.
That's where I got most of it gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh well, whatever.
I'm gonna hand him 3 platinum.
Alright. Ooh, platinum. You're speaking my language.
Where did we get platinum? Oh yeah, never mind that. As soon as I asked.
I
her,
just
remember.
gave a guy platinum straight.
I'm tired.
You're speaking
brain
my
always
language.
short-circuits.
Ooh. Here's your candle, sir. Would you like it gift wrapped?
If you make
Sure.
those and we're gonna have more issues, then you know what to deal with.
And you watch as he actually puts this like nice looking like velvety wrapping over it. And there you are. And don't worry, perfectly legal. No issues with the no issues with the guards in this area.
He points to Alosa. You, me, we're doing this.
Alosa looks very uncomfortable in this place, by the way. She, like, came down and she immediately was like, I would like to leave.
I completely understand her view.
I also like to leave. I don't like this man.
Well,
Love.
well, as much as I'd love to chat, I do have things to sell and blacksmithing to do. Anything else? Oh, yes.
I have one request.
Yes, my
What is your
feeling.
strongest poison?
Ooh, poison. I do happen to have a couple. Let's see here. I'm going through his stock real quick.
Okay.
Also, by the way, Raven, I know exactly what you're talking about. He doesn't have any of that, but in a Toll Vor, they do sell that. But as he's talking about the drugs that berserkers in the olden days used to use to go into a rage.
Who the fuck is... Oh, new streamer.
I'm trying to. They boiled a moss, drank it, and then crazy.
There is that, and there was also a type of powder that they would used to just huff. It's like a certain plant crushed down in a pestle, and they used to just huff it, and it would actually incite, like their eyes would go bloodshot, and they could fight for. Oh yeah, it's learning about actual Vikings and berserkers is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I can imagine.
With the monster leaf, can't remember what it was. When they drank it, they act like it was terrifying.
Oh, absolutely, but great culture to learn about though.
If
It
you
reminds me
did
of the berserkers in The Witcher, where they would drink a certain thing and turn to bears.
yeah, it's pretty much that.
Fair, but you do see him come back with 2 vials. I do have 2 in stock that are pretty good. One less potent, but one very potent. How much do you want this person to be unalive?
As unalive as it can be.
Well, if you want some more of a more basic poison, not too difficult to get, but a little difficult to get, I do have straight of a wyvern poison, which it is quite a bit above game. It does a lot of poison damage and could also cause the poison effect.
Oh, good.
And
How much? Oh, sorry. I'll let you finish.
But if you really want to fuck someone up, I do have this. And you see, he shows you this like deeper green. This is known as basilisk vial. It is it can cause petrification.
Oh
my.
That sounds fun.
Yep.
Oh,
how much?
For the wyvern, not too difficult to get, but of course I still say it's quite difficult to get as you have to milk a wyvern. But that poison is about 1,200. But if you want the basilisk vial, you're gonna want that's gonna be about 2,500. But it is quite dangerous.
Completely understandable. Wow. That's a lot more than I expected.
These are to be fair, he is selling intense poisons.
Yeah. I mean, I did ask for the best poisons.
Would it be something with the ability to take out, say, I shouldn't say, just to give you plausible deniability.
I do like plausible deniability. Thank you so much.
Do you have any poisonous herbs, like pussy brew?
Unfortunately, none in stock. Although I did sell some to an assassin not that long ago. But it's been some time. I do have to restock. You'd be better to buy the poisonous herbs from what's his name, Gargamel or something.
Some or another. Anyways, we should. If you don't have anything else, and you can't. If I buy that for you, you'll be in debt to me. You want that?
No. Unfortunately, yeah, I can't. I can't afford more than you.
I wish Stray would just cut off on first no because that was perfect voice. No.
I got a quick question before we head out.
Yes.
Do you have any idea of somewhere we could stay? Above game, I know that we're staying in the church. I'm just going to see what he's talking about.
Fair enough.
You were looking for a hideout.
Something of the sort, yeah.
Well, I mean, you could always go into the burial ward. I hear their mausoleums are quite empty.
I feel like zombies would get us.
Oh,
Yeah, there are zombies walking the street at the moment, so that might not be fun.
look for the mausoleum on the very far end, eastern side. It's a nice place to hide out if you need it.
Good to know. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely, and of course, if any of the Razors asks, I am always a man of my word. I mean, Jerome Gustav is always a man of his word.
I don't like you.
I don't like you either.
I want to shoot you. Can I shoot him?
No,
It would be a little baby shot. It wouldn't even hurt.
no, he gave me the potion that we're gonna use later, okay?
So you guys choose to leave?
That's the plan. Yeah.
I feel disgusting being in his skin, by the way.
Fair enough.
I brought a brick of meth.
I mean, kinda.
You're lucky we don't have a quotes channel because that wouldn't be going in.
Oh god.
Make a quotes channel.
I
If you're
am very
Welcome on.
I am very curious. What would be Belray's viewpoint of this?
Oh, Belwraith, upon the hate fucking comment, walked out of the room.
That's fair. That's fair.
Up until that point, it was like, yeah, these aren't great people. I knew that coming into this.
Blue could have a drink with that man.
Then it was just like, yeah, nah, I don't need, I'm out. That's all.
This was a guy that one moment I go into his skin, I feel disgusting.
I have a feeling.
Why? He's great.
He's great. Blue,
Such a good
Blue would have a drink with him, and then Henrik would shoot him through a window. It's great.
Yeah, pretty much.
I could see that very
Wants to
clearly.
shoot him.
He's like the opposite of any character I would play. It's just ugh, God.
Blue had a great time.
I feel like I need to feel like I need a shower.
Sorry to hear.
No, it's good. That's the thing.
Understandable.
That's the thing about role playing is like, especially when you're the DM, you gotta put on some suits you don't want to.
I'm gonna end up
Completely
smacking
understandable.
Also, I made drugs, so I mean, you know, I knew eventually someone was gonna ask about them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end up
I'm
smacking
surprised it took
our-
this long.
Agreed.
Well, we haven't really had time to ask for drugs.
Garnan's gonna get high. Garnan's gonna get high.
Blue's gonna smack the Art Cardinal in the face with drugs. It's gonna be great.
Because he's gonna make some real toxic stuff.
So,
I like the way you said that.
Just cast a spell and leave a brick of that shit on the ground where you cast the spell.
Above game, I will say this: for the peacock, you have if you take any peacock, you do have to make a Constitution saving throw or DC 17. Make sure you mark that on your thing. They're tiny. But I say, if you succeed, the good things happen. If you fail, the bad things happen.
Fair enough.
The one weight is a bit more manageable, DC 15. But if you succeed, good things happen. If you fail, bad things happen.
I just have that written in my notes. Succeed equals good. Fail bad.
Yes, and for the Vorian candle, you can use that. If you want to resist the effects, it's a DC 12. But whether you succeed or whether you fail, but you can also choose to fail, and have failing is when you would feel it. It basically works the same way as like if you mixed aromatics and weed.
It slaps you in the face with calm emotions.
So, Blue, can you save a bit of that peacock shit so I can study it properly, and then
I mean,
unofficially join the Razors?
we're kind of already a part of them.
Yeah, but like, this would like put a nail in the coffin.
What have I done? I created a drug salesman.
Oh
Say
God.
my name.
Oh Lord, no.
Henrik's
You
fault
did
is right,
this.
Jesse.
I accept this.
Okay, it's what time of day is it?
After all the shopping, it's now like, it's now a bit of the later afternoon. It's not quite dusk yet.
Oh wait, can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
I need to make sure that I have a few more darts.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you wanted to buy darts, about to say, your good pal here, Jerome, does sell darts.
Weren't you running out of arrows?
No, I still have like 80 of those. I have no. Oh, and Menton arrows. I need to check. See if they have. And actually, you know what? I'll save the. Sorry. Does he have any anti-Menton?
Oh, heavens
Why is my
no.
tongue
Do you know how
slipping up on
rare adamantine is? Oh boy, you'd have to go to one of our mother locations down south if you're on to get some of that stuff. But it is the good stuff.
Good to know. Thank you.
But
I thought you had the good stuff.
Oh, I have.
You're like shirking out on this, are you?
I have some good stuff.
Not.
You're not doing him.
Have you?
I want to shoot him. This is the last time I'm asking. I'm not asking next time.
Shoot
You're
your
not shooting him.
shoot your shot, buddy. You never know.
God. This is so.
I pull up my revolver and point it at him. I'm not joking.
Ooh, I do love a game of Idris roulette.
Oh no!
How many bullets are we playing with?
Kill him!
Henrik, go
Seven.
upstairs.
You know, at
He
least.
muted himself. Oh.
Dude, like I said, he's disgusting.
Yeah, fair
He's-
enough.
But if you wanted to buy darts from him, he will sell you darts.
How much for the, like, say, 10 darts?
For 10 darts? Now, let me ask you, are we talking blowgun darts, or are we talking, like, throwing darts?
Yeah. Blowgun darts.
Didn't you buy a special blowgun?
Yeah, I have the blowgun of, it's like triple take blow shot. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Triple blow, blow, blow. There's a lot
Triple
of
take blowgun.
Let's see here.
I should have used that.
Get him wine.
Appears to be ammunition. Single gold piece for 10.
Cool. All right then. Yeah, I'll get 20.
Hey, Winter.
5,000.
How many grams did I buy?
Well, the thing is that with the Vorian candle, it's an actual large ass candle. Like, have you ever bought in one of those? What are they called? I can't remember what.
Okay, let's measure it this way. How many hours do I got?
There's about 10 hours worth of it on there.
That's a good way to make it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever see those tall, thick candles that you have to buy a special like holder for it so that the wax melts onto it?
No,
Ah.
It's-
I don't leave the house.
But I say
Fair
it's
enough.
look at
I've seen a bong.
no, it's not a bong. But I say, but I mean the bong size is pretty accurate to the size of the candle.
Do that.
Kids can come in all kinds of sizes.
It's true, you know it.
At-
Sorry, I have to get out of his skin.
Before leaving, I'm gonna pull out a bottle of fine wine and all that. Since we may be doing more business.
Oh, is this one of the fancy wines you had from the party?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for this.
See if he knows it.
Oh my! You really are trying to butter me up. You know, it's been some time since I've had some Tolvorian mead. Ooh.
This is like the bad Gilmore.
Oh no! Oh no! This is not Gilmore. Gilmore has honor, and there is actually some respect with him. This guy has no respect. This is
That's
like,
why I said the bad Gilmore.
yeah, this is Gilmore's very dirty, disgusting cousin. Oh, it was a pleasure doing
yeah, I
business with
forgot I gave
you.
those to Henry.
And the offer's still on the table.
Okay, bye.
He does not stop you.
And dragging him out.
Darnan's gonna leave.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Alosa
They're all
is
heading out.
Alosa is like running.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, that
I am so sorry.
I will accept that apology. That was revolting, to say the least. Ooh.
I'm shooting him. He's going to die.
Next time.
There won't be a next time.
So,
Because he'll be dead.
so where would you guys like to go?
Just leave his door open that night and see what happens. Let's.
Yeah.
Where should we?
Gotta say it is a later afternoon, so but it's not. It's basically dipping into the evening. It's not quite dusk, but it's getting there.
Let's go see where we're actually sleeping.
Absolutely. So you guys head back to the Draconic Ward.
Don't we have sanctuary in the church? We should be able to sleep there.
So you have sanctuary at the Shimmering Scale.
We're just. They said they were giving us room.
Yes,
We
they
have to
did.
find
They,
out where.
gotta say. So you guys head to the Shimmering Scales.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You go to the opening of the Draconic Ward. They have no problems letting you in. Basically, same dealio. Just respect the ill scale, then we'll let you in. And essentially, upon going to the church, you do get re-welcomed by the by the head priest. You're looking for your rooms. I just follow me, and I will gladly show you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And he'll take you to the side chambers where he took you guys prior. And you watch as he goes up to a section that appears to be kind of a foldable wall. And you watch as he like pulls it to the side, and you watch as it pulls open, and you see a rather nice room. About to say, pretty large in size. What would be probably a good size comparison? You guys have ever been into a decent sized cabin for camping?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, better question. Have you guys ever seen like a movie or a TV show where they had a nice sized cabin?
I don't watch TV.
Oh well, it's hard.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
cabin.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, have you ever had a dream where they had a nice size cabin?
I don't dream. We both know that. I don't ever sleep.
I rarely dream.
Have you ever hallucinated?
Just keep doing down this rabbit hole.
Just keep going. But it's a decent size chamber. It's if I had to do like sizes,
We're
probably
playing tables? Hold on. Sorry. I don't know where that came from.
probably about like 40 feet wide, 50 feet long for the room. And it has various beds. They're actually quite nice looking. I do ask that you take care of your sheets and make sure your blankets are folded when you're done.
Of course.
And for you, my taller friend, you're gonna want the bed in the very far corner. We have some Goliath acolytes, so we have a bigger bed.
Question. What are your ideals on candles in the halls?
Oh, we have no issues with candles. It's just, we ask that the lights be out at a certain time so that, people can rest. But from where you're sleeping, you guys should have no issues with being up later, so no problem.
Let me rephrase that. Special candles that smell good.
Are you trying to hint at what it is?
He's kind of sort of trying to, but also like unsure if he should, so it's kind of iffy both ways.
Scented candles that make you feel really calm.
You watch as he places his hand on your forearm. Listen, we have no problems with any kinds of candles that you use. We just ask that the door be closed so it doesn't bother anyone else. You must understand. Where I come from, candles of that sort are very common.
I assume open the door or over the window after.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I appreciate you asking.
Of course. Don't want to disrespect your god or your church.
I appreciate it very much. It has been some time since I've been back home. I do miss it sometimes, but I love it here, and being able to spread Bahamut's message.
Okay. Garnet's gonna go to his room.
Absolutely.
He's going to request that Alyssa comes in.
Alyssa won't argue. She will say, Are you lighting that candle right now?
No. I just want to talk to you first.
Okay, I thank you. I'm still trying to get that person's presence off of me. was actually revolted by that guy.
At least he wasn't flirting with you.
Fair enough.
Man,
You got a point.
man, did a drug dealer ever want to sleep with you? It's very awkward.
Yeah, that's very common, actually.
I have a story, but I don't want to talk about that right now.
On stream.
But let's just say a certain neck of the woods that I used to walk through is the same place I also met my first hooker. And by the way, answer to both was no.
Good on you.
Boring.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know they were a hooker at first. Let's just say
Hindsight.
let's just say one conversation later, I realized what they were doing, and I immediately was like, no.
Completely understand.
I mean, we gotta get money somehow. I mean, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
I respect the
oldest
grind set.
profession.
I'm not.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta turn that mindset into a grind set, you know what I mean?
Oldest profession.
It's a really old profession, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Anyway, let's stop talking about prostitution.
Demonetized.
Thank God I'm not monetized, dude.
Yeah.
You would make no money.
Oh, I'd make no money off of this session, that's for sure.
This is gonna kind of pat Henry's shoulder. Yeah, we can leave his door open sometime at night. It's fine.
Talk about cat scratch fever.
Hey. Sorry,
Stupid low hanging fruit. I respect you for taking it, Stray. You can't see it, but I'm fist bumping you.
Returns it.
Nice. Just high five.
I could hear the silent asterisks.
Well, time to snort this entire block of crap.
Oh God. Are you really?
No, he died.
I mean, you're not wrong. If you did that whole block, you would be dead. Like no rules necessary. You'd be dead. Your literal stomach would not be able to process it.
Not snorting
God.
any of that.
opposed to your metaphysical stomach.
Yeah, opposed to your metaphysical stomach. Your literal stomach will fucking will decompose.
Of course he's not snorting it. Drugs are for losers.
Agreed.
Alcohol's where it's at.
No, Tiny.
I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, listen, we here at the Winter Cast Ice channel do not condone neither drug use nor alcoholism. Please, make him be smart. Join the
The
DARE
only drugs
program.
you should be taking are the ones given by your doctor,
Agreed.
Man, we here at the Winter
or the
Cast
one that aren't
Oh,
technically
wow.
drugs, like caffeine.
Wander, you better be on my side. Goddamn it.
Anyways, Garnet and Elosa, go have your talk. I'm gonna go in my room with Henrik because he's messed up.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
sleep
whatever.
alone.
Save
Oh,
us,
yeah.
cause here.
Go sleep with Kazir.
Thank you, babe. I
No!
appreciate you.
Aw.
Yes. We should have two to the room in case we're attacked.
Oh, fair point.
We're not gonna get attacked in a fucking church.
Oh yeah, true.
Just
And
Bellray,
You
sleep
would be
under the bed.
surprised.
Fine.
we just came from a church that was full of dead people.
That's a good point.
He's got a point.
We're not gonna get attacked in a church full of dragonborns.
He's got a point.
Everyone's
Yeah,
got
but they're
good points.
drow. Last time we
He's got a point.
last
A lot of good points being thrown around here.
when we were on the ravaged path, you guys were attacked by drow assassins.
Guys, I hate to say it. He's got a point.
Everyone's got points. Now let's attack
What the
this
fuck?
before it keeps going.
Yeah, okay.
Go sleep together. It's fine.
Oh, was it a book? Was it a good book, babe?
Winter's having his own conversation.
No, I can hear everything you're saying, guys. But Abby's been addicted to her books lately.
I have.
Hmm.
So yes, it's very good.
Nice.
And we got back together.
Good. I'm happy to hear it.
She should read the Inheritance novels.
You know, that's
This
just
sounds-
for starters, yes, those are great books. Just saying that right now. And second of all, the books she reads, I don't know if I can say on stream.
Ew.
Oh,
House
God.
of Love kind of shit.
sounded nice.
I'm just saying she's addicted to love.
oh.
Looks
Gross.
great.
Goodbye.
Anyways.
What? They're romance novels. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, Roman.
Nothing. I just
Oh.
not my thing.
Which is
Fair
fair.
enough.
He thought you were talking about smut.
Oh no!
I absolutely thought you were talking about smut.
No.
I mean, the way you were saying, you couldn't say it on
guys,
stream.
guys,
Made it seem smuttier.
Stray. That was for comedy purposes. I promise you, it's not those kind of stories.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. now.
I mean,
Brain
to be
not processing,
to be
but-
fair, there are some romance novels that have that in there. Not
yeah,
these
yeah.
ones.
But it's
Fair
just
enough.
part of the romance now.
Exactly. If it's done tastefully, it's fine.
Oh yeah, true. Fair point.
Anyways, Garnet, go speak with your girl.
What? What? That's what I was doing. What?
Yeah,
Shut up, Blue.
do it.
Stay out of my room. Close the door.
Get out, Mom, get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. But instead, Blue, stay out of my room. I'm smoking weed.
Blue just asked to join.
He would. I'm surprised he hasn't already, to be fair.
Listen, we here at the Winter Cast Ice channel do not. We're
Yes, we do.
We're here to remind you to just make sure you lock your door. I'm just saying.
Unless a random cop comes in, sure.
So, anyways, so you guys separate. Are you guys sleeping two people per bedroom? Like Kazir and Valerie, do you guys choose to sleep in separate rooms?
I would probably rather sleep in a separate room.
Absolutely.
Yeah, in all truth, Kazir would rather too.
Also, Garnet, here is your potion of fire giant strength.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sweet.
Is it the? Can I just use the one from D&D Beyond it?
Yes, you should be able to use the one from D&D Beyond. Basically, what it does is that when you take the potion, for 1 hour, you have your strength score becomes 25.
Yep. Okay.
Plus 10 to your strength score for an hour.
It's a very rare
Great.
potion. It actually is very hard to make.
He has to milk a fire giant.
No, it
That's
doesn't.
hard to do.
He doesn't have to milk one. But he has to take
Fire
body.
giant titties.
He needs body parts of a fire giant. But, Garnan,
Yes.
you are alone with Alosa. But I say she kind of takes a seat on one of the beds.
It's business. It's
I
business.
kind of didn't ask you. Do you want to join me, or?
Oh, well, I mean, I have no problems with something like this. On Oshana, we have something similar. Most of us follow the path of nature and try to learn from what the world grows around us. So, stuff like this is not out of our experiences. But I haven't done something like that since I took my initial training to be a witch.
I haven't done something like this since I was back home. And that's why I kind of wanted to.
You
I
know,
used to meditate with this stuff with my father and my brother back before he was, fucking psychotic.
Well, I mean, it is something that is nice and relaxing. So I would absolutely love I'd love to be in the room with you when this is happening. It has been some time, but just we should be careful. There are, as she points to the window, creatures out there.
I know. I did get this for you though. Garnan hands over the Twilight Flower to Alosa.
Oh.
I know we talked about you possibly going up to Tuskudal with me, and I thought perhaps seeing something from there would, I don't know, nudge you in the direction of it.
It is quite beautiful. It's very subtle. It's nothing too fancy, but it is very beautiful to look at.
Okay, I'm gonna warn you right now. Major cringe cheese incoming. It's not the only thing that's beautiful.
I'm blocking you.
Respect,
I
Buff.
immediately
Respect.
gagged.
Respect, Buff. Respect.
Cringe.
I use bardic inspiration through the wall. You got it.
Why are you using bardic inspiration? Vicious mockery.
Yeah, he
No,
ships them.
no, don't do
Just say
vicious mockery.
cringe.
Your vicious mockery
what-
does so much damage.
It's what Garnan would have said in the moment. It's not what I would have said. Major differences.
His vicious mockery actually does.
Yeah, completely fact.
Anyway,
Listen, as a married man, I can neither confirm nor deny saying the exact same thing.
Garnan ain't smooth. He don't know shit.
You're acting like I'm smooth.
Winter,
Yes.
you are the most rigid as they come.
You're damn right. If this was a level of smoothness, I am about as smooth as the dirt on the ground.
Anyway, back to her response.
She looks up at you. You really think so?
I know so. Sorry.
You know, it's hard to be in character when you start retching.
It's not a genuine wrench. It's just bad.
What, you mean lines straight out of a romance novel?
Yes.
They're great.
They work.
Anyway.
Well, you know, Garnan, I need to tell you something.
Yeah.
There is another reason why I left Oshana.
Oh.
I'm a raving masochist.
Mute.
Jesus.
Damn! Damn! I just want her to look at you and go, "Peace was never an option, Garnan."
Ooh.
Jesus fucking Christ. That was the most out of pocket thing this entire fucking session. Good God.
Aside from obviously my clairvoyant views and being able to and seeing what was oncoming to happen, there is one other reason why I left Oshana.
And what would that be?
Boring there.
I left because I was, what would Tharia would call it?
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm coming. Am I coming
All
in? Am I coming in too quiet? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I disconnected.
Oh, okay. I was just like, oh man, I feel really bad.
Because she was.
Oh, how would Atharia say it? I was arranged to be married. If you, I believe that's the. We don't really have things. We don't really have weddings or anything in Oshana. It's more of a ceremony. But I mainly left for my visions.
You're not the only one.
Oh.
I was also to be arranged. I don't remember how much I've told you about my home, but my father was the chieftain.
Yes.
I was next in line, and I was to be wed to a very nice woman. Above game, I do not remember her name.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I do remember this in your backstory. I still have what we talked about.
I know this was in my backstory. I just do not remember her name. I'm fairly certain it started with an M, but I'm not certain.
I'd have to look at it. It's in my notes, but I say, but we can look it up later. It's fine.
I could do a callback and say Mirtha, but I don't wanna. Tiny and Herman know what I'm talking about. Anyway, was it Mirtha?
I don't know
I
what
don't
Tiny does.
Tiny might not actually. Anyway,
It seems our cultures are very similar.
weirdly so, yeah. Except we don't have wings, and you know.
And I'm not 7 feet tall.
Yeah. No worries though.
I do know how you feel though. I mean, the man I was set up with. I mean, he was a very nice person, but neither of us wanted it, to be completely honest. He was very charming, but just forcing myself to be with someone, it was unnatural. It kind of went against what our people believe. But
That makes sense.
I mean, it was. I was just kind of happy to be, like lifts up her fingers, exiled from Oshana. It kind of gave me more freedom, and I kind of cherish it. But
Oh, I'm glad you have good memories about it.
oh, I mean, Oshana is a beautiful place, and the culture is great. I love being around my people. It's just, there are, of course, always going to be some things that aren't great to remember. Between people's reaction to my visions and the arranged marriages, those just, it wasn't what I wanted. I'd rather pursue my own path, and whether I trip and fall or be able to find who I'm looking for, And you watch as she places her hand on yours.
Darnan puts his other hand on top of hers.
I like that
Yep.
I like that it comes more naturally.
I hope you have found the one you're looking for. You want to get high?
That would be lovely, actually. And so you
Nice.
you light the candle.
He's gonna make sure that the door is locked.
Absolutely, and you light the candle, and we're gonna. Oh, whoa, that was weird.
What's up?
My computer, like my Discord, just vanished for 2 seconds and then popped back up.
What
Weird.
happened?
So,
happened
Winter,
there? Oh.
Yes.
above game, would
Yes.
this make you like forget the night, or would you remember it?
You've never had a Vorian candle, so you don't know.
I'm asking you above game so I don't waste
You'll
time.
find out.
You'll have to find out.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. I'll waste time then.
All right. But I say now my only
Alright.
now my only question is it only takes I will say this it only takes an hour for the effects to fully kick in. Do you want to stop the candle after an hour? So because basically how it works, and I'll explain this. So basically how it works is that once you light the candle, within 1 hour the room that you're in will basically be filled with the vapors that come from the after, like the smoke is the smoke vapors that come from it. Essentially, the effects would start kicking in. You can choose to try to extinguish the fire, and it would allow your candle to be saved, or you could just keep it burning. It's for one really massive experience.
Let's be calm for now and let it go out after an hour.
Absolutely. Just wanted to make sure that's noted. I will go ahead and do that. Do you choose to fail the saving throw?
Yeah, I do.
All right, then.
However, for the hour before it kicks in, I would like to continue speaking.
Go.
That way, everyone else can have their shit right after.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Because I did have a lot of shit I wanted to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead.
You know, while we're waiting on this, being what I am now, a paladin, it's weird.
Oh. Why does it make you feel weird?
The fight at Belwraith's family's house,
Yeah.
that was my first time fighting without rage. And there, I didn't necessarily need to, but the one after that, it would have been helpful.
I mean, that is a fair assessment. Your abilities, they were incredibly useful, but it also seemed to always take a toll on you.
It did. And then it didn't. And then it did again.
Garnet,
And my,
what led to your rage to begin with? Like,
I
truly.
never told you, did I?
No.
I don't think I've told anyone. When I was a little bit younger than I was now, about 4 years ago, I think, right?
That would be correct.
About 4 years ago, I took a trip down south with my father to the city of Ulari, north of Atharia. Yeah. Around this time, my brother had already gone fully insane. And he had been exiled for a long-ish time, about 2 years at this point. In Ulari, we got attacked, my father and I, by an elf and a human. I don't remember their names. I was never able to learn them, because I murdered them right in front of my father.
Oh.
Horribly, brutally. It seemed that my brother's influence had started to rub off on me, and that was the first instance of my anger being brought out and using it to fight.
I see.
I had since come to learn that those same muggers were sent by Ezra. And it just didn't help. I had heard rumors of him down south, so I went to Pegland, where I met Blue, Demp, Knuckle, and the rest. And Skolden, actually. He was there too.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know Sculvin very well. I only knew him for a short time.
He was a very flawed child, but he was fun. I do miss him from time to time. Not the point, though.
But from what I'm hearing is from that moment, you almost relied on the rage.
I did. For a very long time. And when I got the Ravager, that only worsened. Not because of Prigka being Prigka, because he was himself cursed. And cursed me with it.
Well,
Essentially, I have you to thank for, bringing me back to the surface. If you didn't, I would have gone down a very, very dark path, and I could have turned into another Ezra.
well, I mean, the feeling is mutual, Garnan. If you hadn't intervened, I would have been sold off into slavery, and from the sound of it, I would have probably been, based on what you told me about the situation, I would have been sent to Starlum?
Alyssa, that was
Yeah,
like
if you
5 months ago. I do not remember.
Yeah, above game. You remember that you eavesdropped on the people who bought Alosa, and their comment was they were talking about Ezrin and how he had done this like mass sacrifice in Starlum, and basically they were planning to give Alosa to him because she was of unique blood.
That's right.
You never found out why he did the mass sacrifice, but he did do it.
Yeah, they were planning to let you die for him.
So honestly, Garnan, it's a mutual feeling. If it wasn't for you, and she kind of rolls her eyes. And if it wasn't for everyone else, of course, I just say, God to know how many times I would have died. In fact, I did.
What are you asking if you care about?
The hell? That was out of nowhere.
No.
I'm talking to Tiny.
He's reading about Tiny's comment
What are you asking?
about the Ezrin thing. Do we care about why he needs to sacrifice? I think that's
Okay,
what Tiny
gotcha.
meant.
I mean, that was a while ago, so. Anyway, sorry.
But if it wasn't for all of them as well, I would have been dead quite a few times over. But, I mean, even with all your guys' help, I did die.
That's why I gave you the ring.
I know. It's just...
He kind of fiddles with her hand to, make sure the ring is still there.
It very much is. It has not left.
On her ring finger still.
Yep. That is a left hand.
Yep. Because he doesn't know.
Nope. And she just kind of goes, unfortunately, I just can't get it off my mind.
What? The fact that you died?
Yes, You know, Garnan, I figured that there was always a chance I was going to die. What I'm trying to do definitely comes with a lot of, chances of that. But I didn't think I would die so quickly.
it was a bad situation. You couldn't really do anything to help it.
No.
I tried to make sure you were, still breathing. I had to make sure no one else died,
We're in that very dangerous game, aren't we, Garnan?
I wouldn't call it a game. This is real. This is what we deal with.
But now the stakes couldn't be higher.
I mean, fuck. It seems like just yesterday I was buying dogs with a lizard. And now I'm fighting demons and...
True.
I'm not finishing that sentence.
You remember the people from Melbourne? There were a lot of nice people there.
A lot of them are probably gone now.
Well, Baron Nijak, it was a nice person. I remember meeting him at the King's Ball.
Garnet kind of giggles at that.
He knows you. He knew you guys.
Yeah. We had a run-in with him. Or two. He's a dick.
But, I'm trying to remember. Wasn't Melbourne... That was when we fought those abyssal creatures, right?
I think.
The mixed breeds.
Yeah, the Bulgratar, right?
Yeah. That was... that was the first experience that I've seen where there was a lot of genuine fear.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
But
Shit was wild.
all I know is this, Garnan. With what we're helping Belwraith with, and what we do on forward, can you make me a promise?
Sure.
If I don't make it,
I'm not letting you finish that sentence.
Garnan, please.
Okay.
If I don't make it, will you tell my mother that no matter what, I do forgive her for everything she's done?
Of course I will.
Knowing the fact that I could have died without telling her that, and no one else knowing. That's what's been bothering me the most. She and I have a very, let's say a very, unique past with our relationship. But...
You know Blue can talk to people if he has a good description of them, right? Why not have him tell her?
Honestly...
Just not ready yet?
Yeah, I do care for Blue. I really do. I don't know if he's the right person. I want to send a message to my mother.
Fair enough.
Because he likes to speak his mind. If Blue knew what the relationship I have had with my mother, I would be afraid that he would be too honest.
You know, with that being said, you basically know my entire story, but I don't really know yours. I found out the other day, yesterday actually, that you had a brother.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I have an older brother, yes. Only one sibling, just me and my brother, Jashar. And that is spelled Jawshar. Jashar.
He's not the protective sort, is he?
He is a protective. He's a guardian. Oh, he's one of the guardians of our family. I guess you wouldn't know because of but none of you have been from Oshana. basically, if the eldest male in the family becomes the guardian of the family, they are the sworn protectors of any traditions our families carry, and typically the eldest female would be known as our matron, and she would be the person who would typically keep everyone in line. It's Oshana is a very unique place, and coming to Atharia was very much a culture shock. But it's unique. If you don't mind,
Alyssa.
yes.
Oh, no, continue.
No,
My bad.
no. Go,
Nope, nope,
please.
nope.
I insist, Garnet.
Fine. Do you have a last name? A surname?
In Oshana, we typically don't carry last names. Our tradition has always been that our last name would be the country. Thus, technically, if Atharia's dictations would be correct, I would be Alosa of Oshana.
Huh.
And it's mainly to keep. The reason why we do that is mainly our last names come from our gods, and we chose to abandon them, so we can never be pulled back to where our roots came from.
With me being Cyrus's, do you think she would approve of you taking the last name again?
I would assume that she wouldn't have any issues if I were to make that decision. Mainly it just stems from traditions of our country. That doesn't mean all countries. And while I do have my reservations, I don't. Others have their reservations from their origins. I don't have any reservations against where my lineage comes from. Savros has been firm but fair. But I choose not to follow in a path of which I would talk to her constantly. Which above game basically means she chose not to be a cleric or a paladin. But as a Azamar, she easily could have been a cleric or a paladin.
Fair enough. Instead, Garnet took that path for her.
Exactly. But I'll tell you what, Garnet. You are right. You do know. I know a lot about you. But you don't know too much about me. I don't really talk much about my past. So how about I make you a deal?
Alright.
When we finish helping Belwraith with this town, I'll let you take me to dinner, and I will tell you my past. And I promise I won't leave any details out.
Dinner, huh?
Indeed. I hear the food here is quite exceptionally good. Apparently the Dragonborn that owns the church, he's been talking up this tavern that's in here in town. It's called, go ahead.
Dinner. Just dinner, or?
To start.
Okay.
I hope that's not a problem.
No, of course not. I'll hold you to it.
Absolutely. This candle does smell really good.
What is that? Lavender?
It kind of smells like sea salt.
Fuck, my nose must be off.
I appreciate your company, Garnet.
I appreciate yours as well. There's a reason I ask to speak to you so often. Do I do that too much?
A little, but you're sweet.
Sorry.
And
I'll cool it a little bit for now.
for now, we do need to help Belwraith. He really does need our help. And I'm gonna go ahead and leave us off on that scene for now. But before we do though, fucking wow, good scene, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I
Nice.
can't hear it, but I'm hearing the applause. Also, before we move on to another scene,
Yep.
I do want to talk to the maid gods.
Absolutely.
That doesn't. If other people have other things that they want to do, first come, first serve.
My thing can wait till last.
Okay. So in that
All I want to do is roll for a few poisons.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, okay, we'll say that for last then. I'll say that for last. All right. So in that case, Tiny Herma, is there anything you guys wanted to do? Did you guys have a scene you wanted to do, or?
They're just done.
Hmm?
Blue and Henry are just snuck into that guy freaked Henrik out.
Oh, hell yeah! Absolutely. But I just wanted to make sure, give you guys all the opportunities.
Man, you know, that's kind of gay.
I could imagine Henrik and Blue taking a little of that new drug.
You know what else is gay? Well,
Yes.
not shooting your shot.
Hey, 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 hey.
He
Darn
asked
it, I mean,
you out.
If Guardians against it, you know, we could just keep him up all night.
I was trying to see how long I could go without Garnet getting any pussy.
You can
We
go
have
the
to
entire
have-
time.
And
No, I'm on a serious note. He's not the type to ask one out.
which is completely fair. Especially Tuscadol
So-
traditions are far different than others.
You're pulling a winter.
Shut the fuck up. You're not wrong, but fuck. You're not wrong, but fuck you.
Man,
And also, by the way, Raven, to answer your question, it depends on the level of how much they are willing to like put into it. A normal dosage of that drug would probably be a couple hours, so like 2. But depending on how strong you wanted it to be, could last for several hours. It really depends. Honestly, answering a drug question.
Okay. I'm
So many quotable moments from today.
okay. The only thing Blue's gonna do is play Henrik some love songs. They're
Hell,
just gonna snuggle the night away.
Are they going fuck?
hell yeah.
No.
They're
So-
gonna get stoned and get down and dirty.
All right, so
seriously.
Blue and Henrik are cuddling, and Blue is playing love music. Fair enough. I can accept this. This
Yeah.
is great. Fuck you,
I don't
Raven.
know the rest.
Fuck you, Raven. God damn it. Sorry, reading his comments. But, Belwraith, you wanted to try to speak with...
Yen and Foldir.
Absolutely. Tell me, how do you do so? Just like classic prayer, or...
More just tuning back in.
Absolutely. But I say, you just take a moment, allow yourself to just fall back on what your training had taught you to do. Clearing your mind, pulling yourself to that, tugging yourself to that familiar sensation. And you feel the presence in your mind once again.
Hey, Winter.
Yes.
Did you know that there are 3 advanced threats your computer's not protected from?
Shut the fuck up. God damn it. Listen.
Sorry.
I know, I get ads. It pisses me off. But
I figure I interrupt whatever conversation / argument they're having at that point in time.
yeah, pretty much you're just feeling that sensation, like bumping sides. Just you kind of come in and you just hear, listen, we need to strike while the iron is hot. Well, I feel like if we take our time and aim at... Oh. Hello, Belwraith. We could actually use your help. Yes, we were discussing the best way to approach your current problem.
Which one?
Well, I think it's obvious which one. The
I
best.
was thinking the same.
Jahath is a problem, and he has been for quite some time. I was just telling Vildir here that we could handle this if we were to take a more direct approach. We could take the attack to them. He doesn't like it because he seems to think that we could get overwhelmed. But I think if we go at it a certain way, we could take this down. Well, I'm just saying, on the meantime, however, that's making the direct approach, we will get overwhelmed. And if it's not Belwraith, it's one of the others. But I obviously have a personal bias for Belwraith. For obvious reasons. But he does have a point. A direct approach would get you more people on your side, but considering what's been happening to the Knights of Avor and the Cardinals... Oh, it's tiny. Okay.
It is. Oh.
What are you thinking, Belwraith?
What I would say to him.
Yes.
Being so close yet so far, I don't know anymore if I'm doing this for the people or for myself. Both, neither. Is it some sense of entitlement at this point? I don't know.
Entitlement. Come now, Belwraith, let's be honest here. You wouldn't have turned to us if this wasn't a combination of honor and revenge. It's okay to be selfish and want Jahath's head on a pike. But you did want revenge for what he did and what he's doing. There's no shame in it being the same direction. Chivalry is a double-edged sword, if you will.
Either way, I still don't think we have enough information. There may have been changes to the inside of the church that we are unaware of, or that I am unaware of.
I do agree. With everything that we've been experiencing and talking with your former cardinal friends and considering what was his name? I can't remember the paladin's name.
Sigmund?
Yes, he worries me. He wasn't brainwashed. He chose to go down this path. I have a feeling he has the wool pulled over his eyes, and not in a good way.
He has chosen his side, and he will be given the same treatment as Jahath.
True. I don't feel like this is a person we can reason with.
It's not easy to say that, but I agree.
I hate to say it, Belwraith. We need to try to save as many as we can, but how many can we save?
All, if I can. These people were my friends once.
And now and we're talking about maybe there's a more permanent solution.
I'm listening.
We were theorizing that maybe if we were able to kill Jahath, and maybe whatever holds they have on them we'd be able to drop it. But it's only a theory, and we have no way of proving it. But it would make sense.
And it doesn't matter if we can't get there.
You're not wrong.
We can't.
It's wishful thinking, to be honest.
It'd be extremely difficult to sneak in or even get close.
You're not wrong. Not to mention the church gives me. It unnerves me.
This does give me an idea, though. It would be hard passing it through the group if we do that at all.
True. So I guess the better question. Go on. I'm listening.
I could disguise myself and move into the church alone. Bringing more people would only increase the risk.
The only problem is, Belwraith, going in solo means you have less resources. Your allies, while causing problems, are quite useful. One of them has higher magical capabilities, ones that go against what we normally could give you. One is quite stealthy.
I was tasked with protecting Blue. He will go nowhere near there until we are ready to attack. Or we are ready to attack.
That is fair. Your bigger friend, she is does quite well.
Recognizable.
Does quite well to be a meat shield.
He's too recognizable.
Fair. There's
I think
your stealthy friend.
Azir, yes.
He would be really good at getting intel if we.
I'm not. This is true, however. Would he be able to make the correct decisions?
That is fair. These are the thing is, Belwraith, it's very easy for me to be chivalrous and think in the way of being kind to others, but we are also in a battle. This is a great war. We are trying to topple the person who is running scales of war, and that is an easier said than done. We need to be willing to accept that some people might die.
I can reduce it as much as possible.
That is the hope. But going in alone, that would severely weaken you. Not to mention, we don't know exactly what scales of war could do to us. This is true. I feel uneasy on what your friend Blue said. If they have the ability to cause some anti-magic, who knows what they could do?
So far, it's been helpful.
True. But it is something to be worried about.
Why do you think?
Well, if they have the capability of blocking one set of spells, who's to say what else they could do to do? I mean, their goal is to try to make it so everyone here follows Tyr. What happens if they start trying to target clerics that don't worship Tyr?
They already have. Did you not see the Bright Temple?
True. Supposedly, they hadn't talked to their god in quite some time. It makes
That's beside the.
it makes me question how.
How?
Yes, how would you block a cleric's connection to their god? If that is what they're doing.
How would one block the connection to the gods? That's out of character. What can I roll to think on?
Oh, that would be, in that case, it would be a religion check.
I'm really good at those.
Obviously.
That's a 13.
13. I mean, you've heard of stuff like that before, but it's always been like singular basis. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like a singular person basis. There are curses that people can use to prevent people from seeing things or making it so people can't understand things. Cursed objects are a good example of this. Like, you know how you could cause a weapon, an item can make you obsess about something and you can't focus on anything else. There are cults that have tried doing stuff like this before, but it's always been very minor. So to know somebody could do that from a distance, that's unsettling. You've never heard of something like that before.
But it was like wasn't it the totem underneath, or was that just making it on hollowed ground?
Well, the totem itself was designed specifically to basically counteract hollowed ground. Essentially, placing it and activating it causes it for it not only to become like to destroy the hollowing of the land, it makes it unhollow. It's basically a way to attract. It's like placing bait to bring demons and other nasty creatures into existence. It's like a good example would be like have you ever gone fishing and you had a minnow trap?
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, it's basically like that. It's basically pictured as a giant a giant cage that attracts creatures like that.
Yeah. I don't know.
I guess the better question now would be, what should we do? Should we try going around the different wards to try to turn others in our favor? Should we try to convince other cardinals and knights to turn to our side?
Tomorrow, I think we can split off into 2 different groups, being myself and Kazir, and then, well, the rest of them. They can scout and find people, and myself and Kazir can go into the temple itself.
At least
The church.
At least investigating it, getting close. Be wary, Belwraith. We don't. I do agree that a more direct approach might be beneficial, but we must not be reckless. We don't know the full effects of what these people can do. But I do agree. Your more stealthy friend probably would be quite beneficial in this situation.
That is what we'll do then.
Indeed. In the meantime, if you need further aid of us, we will do our best to give you counsel.
Thank you.
Of course. We are here to aid you. We would not have taken you on as our disciple if we didn't believe in you. You're being too nice to him. You're coddling him. I'm making sure...
Point. I'll slowly tune back out.
Yeah, completely fair. Now, with that being said, Kazir, you wanted to make some poison checks?
Yeah.
Alright, so my question is, are you trying to make one kind of poison, or are you trying to make multiple kinds of poison?
I'll try to make one really bad kind of poison.
Alright, and
out of all the ingredients I have.
Oh! You just want to, like, mix them all a hodgepodge.
Yeah, if that would be a good idea for Kazir.
I will say this, you can do that. You don't know how these different poisons will mix. That is the only thing I will say. But I say, you don't know how well this can mix. You can try. As a poisoner, you would know...
Could I roll, like, an intelligence check to see how to think about how it might come first?
Yeah, I will tell you what. Roll me an intelligence check with advantage because you are trained in poisoner in a poisoner's kit.
Ugh. Dang it! What was the roll?
It wasn't. It was advantage. So
I mean, intelligence.
I would say intelligence. So your intelligence score.
What is my intelligence? My eyes are just fucking. Oh, right. Intelligence is not that stat, it's the other stat. Brain not working. +1. So, damn it, that's like a 9.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yes.
Oh. I would say
The first roll was 8, the second roll was a 3.
Ooh, fair. I would say with 9, it's still pretty on par. You would know mixing certain plants with others would not go well. Like, mixing an inhalant with a wound, one that would go in a wound wouldn't quite go well. But mixing an ingestible with an inhalant might work better. It very much comes down to, like, the kind of effects you want these poisons to do. But there really isn't much in the land of like, oh, this poison, it goes all around, because if you try to do something like that, it loses its potency. Picture
Yeah, that makes sense.
Picture it kind of like what is it called? Plague Inc. Like, you ever play Plague Inc?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't played directly, but I've watched a bunch of videos on it. So
You
I kinda know how to do it.
you notice how you could either focus on its lethality or its spreading ability, and depending on which one you go, the other seems to falter. Basically, you could make something incredibly lethal, but it then becomes very specific. You can make something non-specific and can be put in any way, but it becomes less lethal. That's kind of how the way you got to think about it with poisons. About to say,
I think I get what you mean.
there are exceptions, which is like getting poisons from like natural creatures. So like wyverns are a good example of this. Scorpions in IRL is a good example of this. Like, using poisons from them and using them for nefarious purposes works better. But you can create artificial poisons. It just, you gotta be specific on how you want to do it.
Yeah, okay, I think I get what you mean. Alright, he'll try mixing the brain shit from you just then.
It's all good.
Focus. Where's my inventory? Ugh. Come on. I hate every time I scroll through this thing, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he'll try mixing the Uthra and Terragati.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me.
Can I mix a little bit of the Ettercap venom with that?
Ooh, getting spicy with it. Fair enough. Go ahead and roll me a poisoner's check. So this would be a D20 plus your intelligence and plus your proficiency modifier.
Oh, okay. So that, well, my intelligence is 1, so this is gonna be scary. 17, 18 plus the 4, so
22.
wow. Nice.
You get you start mixing, and you make what appears to be this like ugly looking poison. Like, it's a kind of a deeper shade of green, but it like foams in some ways. You basically know that doing this mixture, you got an effect. You will need to let it settle, so it will take a day. But once it settles, you do have a type of poison.
Yep.
But
how much did I use of the plants?
I would say you had multiple things for the Ettercap, so I think you would only use 1 dosage of that.
Oh, 1 dose. Good.
You did use your dose of Other though. Just so you know.
So yeah, the whole thing of Other is
Yes, because you would know for based on.
And how much of the Tagaret?
I would say you used about half of it. So you still have another. So if you were to make a single dosage of it, you would of the Atherit, you would still be able to make 2 more poisons from it.
Cool. Where is my Ettercap? Sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. But I say when you start
what?
when you start playing with alchemy,
Cool. What should I call this?
For now, just put in mystery poison. Once it settles, I'll tell you what the full effects do. But it's got to settle first, so it's gonna take a day.
Okay.
That's DM words, and Basically, he just hasn't come up with it yet.
Basically,
fair.
it's more DM terms for you mixed a couple poisons, so I need to
yeah.
see how I need to determine how well the effect is. But based on your roll, 22, it is a good roll. So basically, I can use that as a momentum to determine its effects.
Sense. So I'll put that as 1 vial of mystery potion, or is it 1 dose?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Well, no, you can put it as a you can just put it as a mystery poison dose.
Okay. All right, good to know. Oh, no, that's it.
All right.
Dang it! Why can I not find the freaking vial? I mean the ettercap. How do I spell it?
Ettercap. That
Yeah.
would E-T-T-E. I believe E-R-C-A-P. Ettercap. I might be wrong, but
Well, the problem is I might have misspelled it wrong too. Ah, there it is. Oh, I spelled it E-T-E-R. Oh, sorry. All right. I'm done.
all right. And as you guys collect yourselves and fall and get ready for your sleep, you all, in safety and comfort of the Shimmering Scale, you guys have a restful night of sleep. You, in other words, you don't have to keep watch. You're restful. Yes?
How long does the potion blue last?
You're not quite sure. You didn't ask. However, if it lasts longer than 8 hours, you must consult with your potion seller.
Well, they're figuring out tonight anyway, bye.
All right. I will say this, though. As you all fall asleep for the night, you all have a dream.
Oh.
In your sleep, as you are resting, you feel, at first you feel as you normally do. You feel comfortable. You have felt rested. But suddenly you start to feel restricted. You start to feel like chains have been put over your bodies. You try to move your limbs in various directions, trying to look around you, but you see nothing. You feel pain, all racking through your body. And as the night progresses, it only seems to get worse. Until eventually, you all wake up in the morning light. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Spooky.
But it is about 3:30 in the morning, so I feel like this is a good stopping point.
Yeah, agreed.
Had a bit of a shopping episode. That's actually a refreshing change of pace, you know?
Yeah. We don't normally get to do
You know, for drugs.
Yeah, for drugs, obviously. No, but I will say this, each and every one of you have the stream. I will say, just for the sake of brevity, Belwraith, this stream feels familiar. I won't go into any further detail, but it feels familiar.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, it's fine.
Sure it is.
Do I know
Oh.
what that means out of character?
Oh, out of character? But I say you. This felt less like a dream and more like a vision.
You know,
Okay.
But I say, but we can always talk about that in the next session. But I say, for everybody in for everybody in chat, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. But I say, and if you did, make sure you click the like button. But I say, we'll be back next Saturday for more D&D.
Or will we?
Dun dun dun.
Chance I might kill someone if we don't.
Fair. What if I don't want to? Well, damn, Tiny. Damn. You know, tell me how it really is.
I will cry. I promise you.
What if I don't want to click
You'll
the
make
like button?
this-
Cry. You know what? I will.
You'll make this 250-pound man cry. On the spot.
Don't worry.
I'll send a video too.
Don't worry, Tiny. I will do a crying fake apology video.
Dang it, I forgot cattle trucks.
But stay frosty, everyone.